Hi, this is e-bike advice, and this is the walk around review for the Kalkhoff Agattu 1.I Advanced 2019 step through. A bit of background: Kalkhoff is a German bicycle manufacturer based in Kloppenburg and was founded over 100 years ago. The company was acquired in 1989 by Derby Cycle Corporation in Kloppenburg, who also manufacture Focus and Univeger bicycles. So these guys know how to make a bicycle, and in this case, an electric bicycle. The Kalkhoff Agattu 2019 step through is positioned as an all-round commuter and recreational electric bicycle. So let's get up close and personal and see how it rates. Starting with the mid-drive system, it's an Impulse 2.0. It's a 36 volt 250 watt mid-drive with a shift sensor technology. It's Kalkhoff's proprietary mid-drive system, first developed in 2011. Just to explain about the shift sensor technology, it allows for smooth gear shifting under load, which is particularly useful when paired with internal hub gears, which is what this model has. The sales and marketing hype that pushes the idea and acceptance of mid-drives is that they say that most riders find centre drive power assist more natural than hub drive systems, with the motor at the bottom bracket level at the bike's midpoint. The e-bikes feel better balanced than an e-bike with a motor that's on the front or the rear hub. With its lower centre of gravity, a mid-drive e-bike feels more stable. Well, that depends. One thing a mid-drive does is that it drives up the cost. We estimate that a mid-drive will increase the cost of an e-bike for over $500 versus a front or back hub drive. So that's something to consider. But anyway, it has a 17 Newton meter torque. This bike has the muscle to help you up the steepest of hills and has a pedal assist of up to 27 kilometers an hour. Now, the battery is an Impulse E series. You have a choice between a 36 volt 11 amp hour 400 watt battery or a 36 volt 17 amp hour 603 watt battery. The 11 amp hour battery will give you a roaming range of 30 to 40 kilometers depending on the weight of the rider and other factors, and the 17 amp hour battery will give you a roaming range of about 50 to 80 kilometers depending on the rider weight, hills, terrain, headwinds and tyre pressure. Now, there is a $500 difference between the 11 amp hour and the 17 amp hour battery, and both are offered with a 3-year warranty. The battery is integrated behind the frame seat tube and is good for over 1,000 charge cycles. The frame is a Unisex step-through Svelte German engineered Impulse V2 aluminium alloy, and these are becoming more popular now with urban commuters. Saddle and seat post: comfortable Selle Bassano Volare saddle with a suspension seat post, and the suspension forks are SunTour suspension forks to add to the comfortable ride. Handlebars concept cruiser, city cruiser with grips, standard stuff, and provide a good cockpit. Now, the brakes are German-made hydraulic rim brakes, which are very responsive. They're Magura HS11. Hydraulic rim brakes are much more powerful than cable brakes, but I would always go for the hydraulic disc brakes due to the better modulation and better wet weather performance. Rim brakes also tend to get mud built up inside of them and also have leaves trapped and other debris. In wet weather, disc brakes perform better than rim brakes regardless of them being hydraulic or not, so that's something to consider. Gears: Shimano Nexus external gears are very easy to use and maintain. 7-speed internal hub gears. The Nexus twist grips gear shifter allows you to select any gear with a single sweep. You can change gear whether the bike is moving or stationary. Display panel: the Impulse bar mount computer has an easy to read LCD screen, so you can keep an eye on the battery level, power mode, speed and trip distance. The LCD compact displays all the key information at a glance with a backlit housing and a chrome finish. 3 levels of assistance: Eco, Sport or Power. Hubs: front Shimano Dynamo and rear hub is a Shimano Nexus 7-speed. With the fenders, there's a chain guard and a concept chain plus plastic mud guards. Tyres are durable, puncture resistant Schwalbe tyres with this, and the bike comes with this novelty accessory tyre pump, so we thought that was quite thoughtful and ready to use while you're in transit. The carrier is a latch carrier built with pannier racks, and it passed our pannier saddlebag test if you want to carry some loads, and most commuters do, so they want to carry something when they're out and about. Lights, the front dynamo hub powers the high quality front and rear LED lights, so no light batteries to replace or recharge. Unlike some dynamo systems, the lights have a stand light feature, so they stay on when you stop at traffic lights. These lights are attached to the bike, the front at the fork crown and the rear on the back of the pannier rack. The headlights are AXA Compact Line 20 Lux LED. The kickstand is well positioned, good to be put back there so it doesn't actually collide with the crank pedal. So when you consider how much this e-bike costs at the moment, that being $3,200 with the 11 amp hour battery or $3,699 with the 17 amp hour battery, you would think that it would include an internal locking system as part of the e-bike. A lock for this electric bicycle is extra. We put it through its paces with hill climbs and fast and slow braking, and this e-bike comes across as well balanced, capably manufactured and nicely put together. This Kalkhoff Agattu 1.I Advance is just about everything you need. Integrated lights, well-placed kickstand, chain guard, mud guards or fenders, and a sturdy rear rack to carry loads with panniers and saddlebags. And finally, a quiet mid-drive system with a comfy saddle, suspension seat post and suspension forks. That's the Kalkhoff Agattu 1.I Advanced 2019 step-through. Do a search on the ebikeadvice.com website and search Kalkhoff in the keyword search of bicycle shops. Find a bike shop near you that stocks Kalkhoff and contact them for a test ride. Remember, always test ride an e-bike before you consider buying it. Ask them if you can test ride it for a day or a weekend to really get to know its features, advantages and benefits.